I feel like that's wrong.
Thirsty? I have a girl code that I think everybody will probably
like. I don't care if it's a picture of the dog on the page. Nobody better like me.
Like, I feel like you should look at it like I deserve this. Yes, this is my money.
Hey guys, welcome to the Melanated Opinion. I'm Takara.
I'm Shanita.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Melissa.
I'm Crystal. What up, peoples? And today, right now, we're gonna play a quick game of Who's Most Likely To, just to help y'all get acquainted with our personalities, right? Right. So I have a good question, and y'all let me know which one of y'all think this applies to, right? So, which one of us is most likely to have went through our significant other's cell phone without them knowing? This is just who you think. Just think about it. Who you think. We're not gonna know the truth, but this is just gonna be a little fun game of who we think. And let's just Takara, tell us who you think.
It's a mix.
Okay.
I think it's between me and Melissa.
Okay. Melissa, what you think?
I was going to say me and Shanita.
Okay. Shanita, what you think?
Me?
And yeah, I'm gonna say Shanita too. So Melissa got 2 votes and Shanita got 2 votes. Do y'all have any idea why y'all think y'all got 2 votes?
Because I have.
There's no question about it.
I'll just be looking.
That's a good answer. I just be looking like
Right. And
not a lot.
Exactly how you have it. See, that's how people get caught. Not to say I do it now, but it's like when you remove something, take note of how it was. Like if I come in the room and my cell phone is down or turned to the side when I know I left it in a certain position, I'm gonna know you went through it, or at least attempt to.
Yep.
But question is, how you gonna get in it?
Because now mine is locked. Because sometimes I can't even get in it myself. Like, it is so weird because it's like the facial recognition, and sometimes it don't even recognize my own face. Like it has like a certain angle and stuff, and I can't help it.
Really? You know, there's a new update.
Yes, but I chose not to use it with the mask. Somebody might have the same eye shape.
Okay.
What about you, Melissa?
Wait, what about me? What?
Why you get 2 votes?
Oh, I had said that I just be looking. You know, I don't.
What that mean? We don't know what that means.
Like, I don't do it as much as I used to. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if I randomly look, I just randomly look.
So how do y'all get into these people's phones? Do y'all overlooking and seeing the password? Are you guessing? Like, how do you know?
Oh, I know the password. We don't do that.
Oh no. I mean, they saw me go through it because I asked for it. But see, they didn't know that I was gonna look in all the places that I looked. So you thinking I'm gonna look in one area, but no, I went to your photos and everything else. So yeah.
She said she catching you.
Yeah.
So Melissa has an agreement that's what I'm trying to get my nose into. So there's just like full access to
anytime. Like if they would, if she has my password, so if she was to go through my phone while I'm asleep, she would have full access while I'm sleeping. Like I just.
And, you know, I kind of feel the same way, Melissa, but I'm more like, up until now, I used to didn't have a password. I just feel like the person should be able to pick up my phone and be like, hey, it's closest to me. I want to be able to Google blah, blah, or call blah, blah. And I feel like I should be able to do the same thing to their phone.
But question though, right? So you and Melissa have been in the room with each other many times, right? And I'm sure her phone has been closer to you than yours has been. Have you ever picked up her phone and just Googled something?
I feel like if me and Melissa was no, what I do is I actually ask Melissa. So I feel like if me and Melissa was different than mother and child, I may would be like, and I feel like she wants to have boundaries and have things that are just hers. If it was different, I may would, but I would like, Melissa, why don't you just look up? She'd be like, why don't you do it? I'm like, because your phone right there. Like, it just makes sense for you. Like, whoever phone is the closest is who should do the work.
So in a relationship, then the understanding is this our phone.
Well, my preference is that it's more of like, just, it's here. It's convenience. It's, to me, it's just about convenience. It's just here. Why would I go all the way in my room where the phone is on the charger when your phone is here?
There's nothing to hide.
I mean, it's not, but personally, I feel like the only reason why I would even have thoughts of wanting to is because you're too close with your phone. Like, you're not gonna leave it down. You got to make sure you take it with you everywhere you go, or you know, somebody texts you, gonna kind of turn it. Stuff like that makes me like, okay, well, what is it wondering? I actually put a password initially on my phone because I caught somebody at work going through my phone. I went to the bathroom, and when I was walking back up the hall, the person was on my phone, like they was where my phone was. And then I guess I didn't even think, okay, let me lock it so the light would go off. The light was still on my phone when I came back. So at that point, I put a password.
Did you say something to them?
No.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I just like, okay, I'm gonna put a password on it because there was no password on it, so I don't know what she's looking for. But
I feel like that's a clear violation.
Yeah. But I mean, what am I say? I can't.
All
What
the
are you
things.
doing on my phone?
Please don't ever let me find out.
Then what's gonna happen?
Try me and see.
No. I'm scared.
What do you think they were looking for? Like, why would they?
I don't know.
Too many unanswered questions.
Because we wouldn't.
And why is you playing with me like that? Like, I feel extra ghetto right now, and it's very necessary. Like,
she was just being nosy. Like, it wasn't nothing in my phone. So,
but what was she looking for? Like, it's too many questions
what would
that I need to answer
possess somebody to pick up somebody else's personal property?
I feel like they're mad, like it had.
right.
I'm like, I'm fully heated over here about this because I feel like somebody should have caught some words, and I dare them to talk back to me about anything that I'm saying because, oh.
No. And I need her to know that I saw.
I mean, she know that I saw, but I mean, I looked at my phone and then I kind of looked, but I wasn't gonna say nothing at that time. Now, the person that I am now, I probably would have, but then, no, I'm too scary.
But you know, you have your moments when you do say stuff, and then you have your moments when you don't say stuff. So I'm like, I don't know what's the line.
If I feel like it was gonna be a losing battle because that person could possibly beat me up, like, I'm not about to. Like, what am I gonna put myself in that predicament for? Like, it was nothing I could do.
Y'all are at work?
Yes, we were at the gym.
Go to corporate, your manager, HR, because that, like, she cannot do that. Like, who can go through someone's phone? That's not okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of like you, Shanita. I do think further down the line as well, because in my mind, it always ends with, I need my job and I need to keep this paycheck coming. So I can kind of see that, how you're thinking further down as opposed to just right now in this moment.
But no, I wasn't even thinking that. I think my immediate reaction was like, okay, I'm gonna put a password on my phone. Like, I'm just gonna solve all of that. Because if I had a password on it, she would have never been able to get into it. So, yeah, that was just
it's given. She still would have got into it because that's real weird. Because like she has to be looking for something specifically. Like, I'm not over it.
Oh, like, honestly, it was nothing. I was in a relationship at that time, but it's not anybody that she knew. So
how do you know?
It wasn't. He wouldn't have had her.
But like, what else could it be for a woman to be looking through another woman's phone?
But you got to think about it. Like, sometimes when people steal, they don't have to have a reason. They just do it just because. So I think for her, maybe it was just because she didn't know any of my business. So maybe she thought she was going to find something out, but I don't know. Because I don't talk to her like that. It was just, hey, bye, casual conversation. So it's not like she knew anything about my personal life. So
that you knew of.
Well, because I don't even think we was Facebook friends at the time. So, Yep. This is so bad. But no.
Because I'm ready to fight. I mean, really.
And I don't even think, honestly,
the audacity.
I was confused. Like, why would you go through my phone? But I wasn't mad. It was just like, okay, I'm going to put a password on it. That's it. And I did. Yeah. So.
Well, I think we had a topic, but.
Yeah, so yeah, let us know what y'all think about what we just got through talking about. What do you think about putting a password on your phone? What do you think about someone going through your phone? Like, what would you have done? Have you ever went through anyone else's phone? Like, all of that. Yeah, let us know what you think about it. So yeah, let us know about all of that. But we do have something else that we kind of want to just share with you all on top of this. So we're going to give y'all some good advice that we have gotten or that we have learned over time that we feel like may help y'all. So advice up to today. What is the best advice you feel like you have been given? Anybody?
So I can go first. And I have shared this with Crystal many times over the years when we've been talking about different stuff. But when I was a teenager, me, my mom, and my sister, we were talking, and one of us, it was either me or my sister, was saying something about some other girl. And whatever the girl had going on, it had something to do with like her boyfriend or whatever. And I remember, and it has stuck with me, that my mom was like, never judge a person's situation, because you will never fully understand what it is that they are in the midst of, what they're going through, or how you will respond, because you're not in that situation. And even now I refer back to it, and it is always at the top of my mind, because sometimes you look at women or relationships and you'd be like, I would never accept that. If they did this, I would leave them. Maybe you wouldn't. You just don't know until you are in that situation.
Yep. And you know what's weird about that? I feel like that is what social media is against. It's full of opinions. It's full of, let me tell you what my opinion is and why is my opinion. Like it made people feel like, I'm not gonna say it, but people feel like they are able to just give their opinion, that it matters and that they know what's going on or what they would do in that situation. Because like your mom said, you just never know until you're in a situation. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah. And with that, like, I guess that just immediately made me think about work, and when people have chronic illness and, just because they're laughing, talking, or moving around, you be like, oh, that person don't look sick, or they can't be as sick as they say because they doing this and that. But you just never know. And I used to tell people all the time, until, I wouldn't wish anything on anybody, but if you switch places with somebody and actually felt what they felt, had to walk their daily life and still get up and come, you would never complain another day in your life, because then you will actually know what it's like. It's easier to look on the outside because something makes it look easy, but it's never as easy as people assume it is.
True. Very true.
Very good advice. Very good advice.
I would say some advice that I've been told, or just like something to kind of stay aware of. I would say, like, my bus driver when I was in high school, he would always be like, what y'all listening to? The kids in the front, what y'all listening to? And it was just like, he would say, don't be listening to like all that trap rap and stuff like that, because you're going to be walking around angry, quick tempered, stuff like that. And I feel like actually once I started to become aware of what he said, it started to make sense. And I saw different songs just like affecting my mood. So I found another way to like control my mood that way. I didn't know that it was being controlled by the music. So I feel like that was something that people need to pay attention to. And also just being positive or thinking positive when negative situations are around.
Mm-hmm. That's good, because you know, even Willow was telling Jada that, because she was just like, you know, I guess she was cutting herself and she was always wearing black and angry and stuff, and she was like, did you never pay attention to the music I was listening to and stuff like that? So she was like, it was signs there, because Jada was basically like, oh, I had no idea, and she's like, the signs were there, like, you know, you could tell by the music I was listening to how angry I was, but she didn't pay attention. So that's true.
Okay.
And mine would be, it's more, I guess, financial tip. I was told once I had paid off my first car to never stop paying yourself like you're paying that note. So whatever the amount of that note is, like, continue to pay yourself, but you're saving your money. So if your car broke down, or, you know, you needed some work done, or whatever, you know, you need the money for, you will have that money because you're already used to that amount of money being, you know, taken from your budget. So why start spending it carelessly when you could be saving it? I didn't listen, but I learned the hard way. So I wish I would have listened, because when my car broke down, you know, it was a harder amount or a harder time trying to get that money, when if I would have listened, which I do now, it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it would be hard for me to you know, put that money, because in my mind I'm like, oh, I got extra money now. Let me figure out what else I can do with this extra money I have.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think for me, I'm gonna say it's probably the advice I got from a trainer. He was training me, and we was probably doing some type of sets or something. And you know, I was probably like, oh, this is the last one I could do. And he was like, you know, your mind quits before your body quits. And so he said, so if you're telling yourself that you're tired and that's all you can do, then that's all you can do. But if you tell yourself, oh, I'm just going to do 2 more, then you thought you were tired, but your body's going to be like, oh, I can do 2 more. So then you do those 2 more. And then you tell yourself you can do 2 more after that, you can. And to me, that applies to everything in life. And it goes into whatever you think is the truth. So if you tell yourself something good is the truth, if you tell yourself something bad, it's going to be the truth, because you're going to live in that space. So, you know, watch your thoughts, believe in yourself, and mentally just believe you can do whatever it is that you choose to do. So that was good advice for me, because I never knew. Yep. So yeah, good. I think we all gave some good advice. Let us know what your all advice tips are as well. And yeah, if you have anything else, feel free to hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or Gmail. You can hit us up at The Melanated Opinion. On those, on Twitter is going to be The Melanated OP. Email is the melanatedopinion@gmail.com. Yeah, let us know what you think. We want to hear what your advice is, because I'm sure it is going to help us and help others. And that's going to be it for today. And thank you so much for watching.